Hey, we're back with Professor Abramelli.
I don't think that this is in any way a theocratic idea, that to employ dogmatic religious ideas to state, but rather I see it as the biblical story transacted over 1,000 years, and it synthesized a lot of social political experience, and it observed the evolution and the transition, several stages of major transitions of humanity from their types of tools that they used and that they managed to the transition of domestication, from agricultural herding to agricultural, and from sea people to hill people, from lake people to mountain people, from different varieties of agriculture to the growth of wheat to barley, to the fruits and to the species. So the biblical experience expands calendars, cycles, and the most untested of the one which has not really been observed so much, but it has been carried through in biblical thinking, has been the Jubilee, this great once-in-a-lifetime call for radical freedom. Not even the coldest-hearted person would want to refuse, or them, or their children, this great sight to behold, where humanity, where the dictators of the world, where the governments of the world take into their hands the possibility, because they have seen that it has happened in their culture, in their psychological mind space. It can happen. That dictator and power hog and simpleton and follower, men and women, brother and sister, child, female child and male child, will behold the greatest documented human revolution, which it has also been documented has occurred willfully, freely, and accepted by everybody, because everyone has what to gain. And that is what our economists should be working on. And for that, they can get the 2021 Israel Prize. So if you can give something a name, and you can give it a scaffolding, a psychological, a theological, a spiritual scaffolding, and leave it for others with their expertise and their understanding to build the logistical framework, the technical framework, the technological framework, frankly, the framework of AI and automation that will be able to take this period of time where humanity leaves its previous economic principles aside and embraces a new possibility. If people would rest for a year or two, they would obviously then, at the summation, at the 50th time, then they would know that they would almost pump with a rhythm, almost possibly even a quantic rhythm speaking through civilization, that we would prepare ourselves for this time. And perhaps we have prepared ourselves in our subconscious, superhuman social state. Perhaps we are ready, indeed. And automation is upon us, and we can create a sustainable way for humanity and truly call for the Jubilee and for the freedom of people from debt, whilst at the same time creating a infrastructure, a technical infrastructure, where humans can sustain themselves. What do you call it? A universal income? What do you call it? Creativity. That's for the economists to devise this structure. But the lesson, which is reflected in only a few verses in the entire Bible, but it infected the worldview that there are Sabbaths, there are days of the week which are resting, and there are months to celebrate, and there are 7 years, and then society is freed. The psychology, the slavery to certain systems and to prisms, to psychological ideas, to economic structures which have grown too large and immovable to be useful. So, what a remarkable device, and the meeting of the theologian and the practitioner, logistical people, class that can bring it into practice. There is no time like now, like this year, to call for liberty throughout the land and throughout the world.